welcome back everyone. I've got a diesel Beetle here with some fuel gauge issues. When I turn the key on, the gauge is on the left. It's reading totally full. I believe I have a fuel sending float level issue in the fuel pump. I have a used fuel pump here out of the same model and year VW diesel Beetle, and I'm probably going to switch out the fuel level sending unit here. This one checks good. I've got it hooked up to the meter, and as you lift this arm, it's pretty steady resistance readings all the way up and then all the way down. That's what I want to see. I suspect the one that's in the car is not doing this at all. And I've got my seat moved forward and my back seat pulled up. I have a bucket to catch some fuel when I put the pump in it, and some towels and regular towel, paper towels, and underneath these two flaps is the cover, and the fuel pump is underneath this cover. I'm going to secure these flaps. Okay, I need to remove 3 Phillips head screws. This plate just pries up. Dirty. I'm going to go ahead and clean this area up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing a little better. Well, I've got it cleaned. It's to the point now where I have to remove connections. Okay, this electrical connection to the fuel pump, I had a heck of a time getting it off. I ended up breaking the piece that actually takes it off. It is very simple to take off now that I've got it apart. I'd like to show you. What you need to do is don't go with any screwdrivers or nothing. Just push down and then push back on the tab and then pull straight on up. Since my tab is missing, remember, push down as hard as you can. You'll feel it. And then push on the tab and pull straight up. When you push on the tab, what it does is it pulls this back like that, and you're holding it back as you're pulling up. It comes right off. So anyway, I broke the tab on mine, but it still is able to lock, as you saw, so shouldn't be any issue there. But I'm sorry I did it, but I will run across other connections like this, I'm sure, on this car, and I will make sure that I do it the right way. So that's for anybody else that's been there. Okay, these fuel lines, both of them work the same way. Snap over. They have a little tab on the front. You push in and then pull up. Little tab right there on the front. Push in, pull up. Next part of this journey is a tool. This tool is specially made to take plastic rings off of fuel pumps. And yep, it's on there. And you can also use a screwdriver and a hammer, and you can around. Got a big pair of channel locks, you can get a pair of channel locks on it, most likely. But I'm going to try this tool. Yep, it's on there. I'm going to go ahead and try a punch and a hammer. One thing I want to point out, this arrow here is pointing to this hole back here. I marked it with a little paint. And when you put the pump in, you want this arrow to line up with that hole. That way it's floating, everything's proper for the gauge. I'm going to beat on it a little bit here. Can't say that I'm making any progress. Yeah, there we go. Have to be careful removing this. It is full. It is absolutely full. Okay, I've got fuel pump out of my vehicle, and I gotta say it's looking pretty nice, even though the light in here is bad. As I move the lever up over here at the bottom right corner, you can see it's working beautifully. Turns out the tank was overfilled and the gauge was reading fine, so it looks like an exercise in futility, or you might call it how to take your fuel pump out and break a connection, maybe. I don't know. But I do know that I'm going to put this little guy back in because there ain't nothing wrong with him unless I caused it. Alright, as you can see, I've got it all back together. The ring tried my patience, and another, the sealing gasket, when I had this finally in there right and pushed it down, it held this down. Other than that, it was pushing itself up. Anyway, this sealing tightening down ring did try my patience some, getting it started, but I finally got it. And I actually, when I got it tight, I got it lined up with the sticker that they had put on it. I got to hook the battery back up and start it and check for leaks. Okay, I can't drive this because it has some transmission issues that have to be fixed beforehand. Otherwise, I could have ran it and maybe run some fuel out and found out, hey, full tank. I thought it was great when I first saw it, but I know it's working now. Okay, now I got to go check for leaks. Well, it's running. I don't see anything leaking. Looks really good. I think it's good to be put back together. I want to thank you all for watching and subscribing. I do appreciate it. And until the next video, I hope nobody has any repairs that give them too much trouble. And this is Cars, Trucks, and Detours, aka Steve AZ711, saying bye for now. Yeah, I think this is going to work out okay. As soon as I get that transmission done, I'm going to drive this little puppy.